What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Sheridan. This is my wife, Blue, and our channel is Color Me Conway.
We're gonna talk through a couple things about the hatch today. There were two things that I saw. I'm like a Redditor researcher. We've mentioned that before.
Yeah.
There were two things that everyone recommended. One was Sophie the giraffe.
Yeah.
And one was
this particular device, the hatch.
The hatch is a sound machine.
Yeah.
A white noise machine. Which a lot of people
also doubles as like a little night light.
It's a nightlight noise machine type thing. It is the baby version of the hatch. The hatch's main device is a little bit more expensive. This is about $100.
Yeah.
So it's an expensive white noise machine. It's not the most expensive white noise machine, but it is relatively expensive for what it is. So, asterisks to this, we do use it every night.
Yeah, we do. But that's mainly because we own it.
We own it, and it is a white noise machine. Yeah. Those two things are true.
It looks nice. I mean, we have it out on our bookcase in our bedroom. It, looks like a nice device.
It's got the clock. It's rechargeable.
Yep. It's got buttons that you can control basically the brightness and the volume on the back. And you can also control it using kind of the circular ring at the top.
So main features here: portable, wireless, got the clock, it's a light, it's a white noise machine, you've got buttons here. Yeah. What I'll also say about it is it's Wi-Fi connected.
Yeah.
So you control it with your phone.
There's an app you download on your phone. You can control it from your phone. So basically.
Let's dig into each of those things real quick now. The look of it, we've said we think it looks great.
Yeah, we think it looks great.
I like the clock.
It's actually super helpful.
Super helpful. As a clock and as an aesthetic thing on your shelf, we don't mind it. We like the hatch. Yeah. It's a smooth looking device.
Yep.
And I think we have negative things to say about almost everything else.
When it comes to, let's start with the night light piece of it.
Okay.
When you go on the app, there's 8 different colors that you can choose from.
Let's show you guys the app here.
Let's pull up the app.
You can actually open up a color wheel, and
you can, but does it always produce the color that you're trying to create? Answer, no.
No, so we are so confused about this feature. We'll turn on one of our favorites and we do these light oranges and the colors without blue hues to try to keep it dim. And I sort through either bright, murderous red. Or green, and we don't choose those colors.
It looks intense.
It's weird.
Especially when this is one of the two main features of the whole device.
At home, but we have something called the Vava.
Oh, yes.
And it's a little night light. And it's literally tap, tap.
It's like this little egg-shaped light.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
I didn't even know you could do that. No, I think it's just the metal ring. I don't know.
Okay. We got the sound going. But there's this little egg-shaped light called the Vava that we love, and you basically you tap it on.
And then you can tap it, hold it. Brightness goes up and down.
Or down.
And then you can tap the face and make it warmer or cooler hues.
Yeah.
And that's the whole functionality. It sits in our bed with us every night.
It's obvious. Yeah. For the nightlight feature alone, the Vava is better.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. We would not use the hatch. We would use the Vava. We love the Vava.
So that's kind of the nightlight feature. All right. So.
See, this thing is fucking. Let's talk about this. This is probably what we should have talked about first real quick. Just the functionality features, and then we should have talked about the light. So we've got the buttons. They've got a metal ring here. You can get your favorites through doing this. You set your favorites on Wi-Fi. So this is gonna go to the same level of brightness, sound, and the type of sound and color that you've picked for your 5 favorites. I have a little bit of a hard time with the ring. Probably could revisit the instructions. It's not intuitive in my opinion.
Right. It's not super intuitive.
But I usually can find what I'm looking for.
The other piece of it being connected to Wi-Fi that makes it kind of...
Hold on. There we go.
Great job. The other piece of it being connected to Wi-Fi that makes things a bit tricky is when you move locations with this device, like we're not in our house today, you can't access the app until you update the Wi-Fi settings of the device. So you just lose all functionality of the app until you update the Wi-Fi. Right. And you have to do that anytime you leave your main location, with the hatch. So
I don't think a device like this needs to be connected to Wi-Fi.
Right. I think it makes it makes the user experience more difficult that it's connected to Wi-Fi.
Exactly. I think the functionality of it is too tied to the reliability of the Wi-Fi connection.
Right.
And I think a lot of moms don't want Wi-Fi connected devices, and so why does the white noise machine have to be?
Right.
And I will say, I don't trust these buttons anymore, particularly the sound one. When Sawyer was little, I tried to use these a couple of times, and what happened was I would press this button once. There would be a huge lag, so either it wouldn't turn the volume up, or I would press it again or try to turn the volume down, and all of a sudden it would start increasing in sound.
Right.
I wouldn't even be touching it anymore, and it would just increase, and until it was super loud and it would wake her up.
Right.
It gets loud. That's the other thing I will say is
really
I don't think we use this past 50%.
Yeah.
So with this going all the way up without any control, I mean, it was too loud to be next to a baby.
Yeah.
I think it was happening because our Wi-Fi connection wasn't great, but to me, that's not a good reason.
Right.
Something like this shouldn't function, in my opinion, with such a dependency on Wi-Fi.
I agree.
We also have a plug back here, just finishing up how to control this thing. It does plug in.
Plugs into the wall.
Plugs into a wall, charges, and as you can see, we're using it right now. However,
I wouldn't say that the battery life is super impressive, at least in our experience, in using the light and the noise at the same time at night. Like, I would find that sometimes I would wake up and it wouldn't be on anymore.
I would expect this to last a couple of days, to be quite honest with you, and it really doesn't, and which I think is a little disappointing. I don't think the battery life is what it should be for a device like this. So let's talk about the main feature here. This is a white noise machine.
So it's a white noise machine, and it does that. It does that okay, but.
See, there was a delay when I turned it up, and it got louder for a second after I stopped pressing the button. I don't know if you can hear me, there's a white noise machine on. No, see, I'm turning it down right now. Did you feel like it got louder for a second?
I also felt, it sounded like it was getting louder.
So I will say one thing about the sounds before we talked about our review, is this white noise machine is also for kids, so older kids. And I do think you can set it on a schedule. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think you can schedule it to like wake up with your kids, and like, I don't think it does the sunrise like their main one does.
Yeah.
But I think like you can do some of the sounds as you wake up and have it be like wake up sounds. None of that is relevant to us. We use this for a baby.
Right.
Some of the sounds don't effing make sense to me. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Let's talk about it.
So you only get 8 or 9 choices within the app to actually pick one of the sounds that they have baked in. So one of the things that I wish you could do is I wish you could upload your own sound for it to use, or it had like a wider variety, larger catalog of sounds, frankly, because I think the one that I use primarily with Sawyer is the shushing sound. Shh. Yeah. Thank you for the...
And we have a white noise machine that makes just that sound.
Right. And I just wish there were more like baby sounds or consistent sounds.
3 of them are like music lullabies, presumably for babies. We don't have her sleep to that because the tune changes, and this baby will wake up when it's like ding 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 dong, and it's like that's the dong, and then she'll be like, oh, that's a different thing. The white noise, I would say, not enough options.
Yep.
And controls make it clunky. So another thing the hatch is it's a 2-way monitor, a noise monitor. We can actually
listen for Sawyer while she's asleep with the hatch on if we're not in the room, which is like a decent feature, frankly.
When it stays connected.
And that's probably like the only comment there is like when it stays connected, it works. But there's plenty of times that it doesn't actually stay connected to our phone, and so it doesn't always work. But
in summation, the white noise We wish there were more options. We wish we could choose the sounds.
Or even if there weren't more options, like the custom color wheel that they tried to do with you being able to create your own color, I wish they'd let you upload a sound if they weren't going to have like a larger catalog of sounds to choose.
So looks great, Wi-Fi connectivity, white noise, the light's fine, battery life, There's things to be desired. It's an expensive white noise machine. I think there's other options for the nightlight and the white noise machine.
Yeah, there's other options. Thank you for watching this video. We appreciate you. Feel free to smash the like button and subscribe for more videos. And
we might do some more product things like this, but if you've been tuning in, we've got a lot of stuff we've been talking
there's
about.
a lot on our channel. We hope you like it.
We've got some stuff in the works too, so subscribe.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
I've never said that part.
You haven't. So subscribe because Blue said it, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.